Good morning, everybody, and welcome. We're glad to be back here. We're on episode 141, which means, Captain Obvious, we've been here 141 Saturdays, and we're so glad. And every Saturday, John, we're usually doing a motion coach session, talking a little bit about the process and, having people have an experience. But the last couple of weeks, we changed our gears a little bit, and now we're focusing on the practitioner. So today is part 2 of the top 10 success factors to have a successful emotion code, body code practice, or one similar to that. So that's what we're covering. And my name is Michael Logier. I live in beautiful Victoria, BC. I'm the author of a few books that you might know. I'm also a certified emotion code practitioner, and I'm also mentoring 30 practitioners in a business growth environment, helping them grow their business. And I'm here every Saturday with this guy. Good morning, John.
Good morning. My name is John Inverarity. I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. I live in Vancouver, Canada, and help people all over the world with different ailments, aches and pains, a lot of chronic pain, mental health stuff. And so, from the comfort of my home, I am helping people all over the world. And today's a little different with Emotion Code Bros. So we're helping people, or we're going to explain, top 10 factors to help people grow their emotion code, body code practice, or other, distance healing modality. And if you're watching live, let us know. Say hi in the comments. Let us know where you're from. And we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do a little recap of last week and touch on the next 5 fresh ones for today.
And my hunch is that somebody that's a practitioner or wants to be one or studying to be one, or, there's some reason why you're watching this today. Maybe you just love the emotion code, or maybe you're already a practitioner. But if you know one, what a gift it would be to tag them, which means go to the comments, put the @ symbol, go to type their name, and their name pops up, press enter, and they'll get tagged, or they'll get notified about this event. The beauty of part 2 is we're going to tell you what part 1 was, and then we're going to go right into part 2. Now, what's really important is this downloadable worksheet. It's not really a worksheet, but it's listing the top 10. And you see, I got little check-off boxes. Last week, I gave a challenge. We did the top 5. And I said, okay, I want you to check off which ones are you willing to do. Now, ideally, you'll do all 10 of them. But some people might say, oh, I did number 2 already, number 3. No, you didn't, because you didn't know they existed before now. So anyway, John, let's go say hello to some friends. Then I'm going to get you to recap the top 5, and then we're going to continue with the top 10 business success factors for having a thriving business with Michael and John's guidance. John, go ahead, please. Who's saying?
Yeah, so if you're watching live, say hello right now. Let us know where you're watching from. And front row is, as always, Natasha Paula Samuels here, says hello. And Paul Brent here says hello.
Natasha, good morning.
Yeah, up north. Pramelia Parham's here, says good morning, bros. Happy to be watching from cloudy Parksville on beautiful Vancouver Island. Yeah.
Pramelia.
Lauren Nelson Bowman's here, says, tech issues, been the last few days for me. All good.
Yeah. I'm seeing Cecilia Louise is with us, and Casey Rose from New England, USA. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC, on an island on the west coast of Canada, and John's in Vancouver. So we are Western Canadians, and we're helping people all over the world with distance healing. And what that means, we're able to do it at a distance, which means we can help you today. Well, not today, but we can help you doing stuff over a distance. A reminder, every day at 11 a.m., well, every day right now, for the date is, in case you're watching this in 2025, it's not right now, April 4th, 2020, the pandemic of the coronavirus. I'm helping people every day, and I have a live clinic, and I'm helping people remove their negative charge and thoughts and feelings in under 1 minute or a minute. It's called the Minute Clinic for a reason. It takes a minute, and then after a minute, you come back and say, holy S-balls, I went from a 10 to a 0. That's what we want to hear. I've worked with 151 people in 21 days. Today's day number 22. So come back at this channel and watch at 11 a.m. Pacific. But today, John, we are focusing on our success and what we understand about business and what we're seeing in other practitioners. And today, you're going to give us the top. Now, by the way, if you want to download, you can see the link. I'm just going to say it out loud. It's michaellozier.com/top 10. So it's michaellozier.com/top 10. And John, can you recap the titles of the first 5 tips we gave last week, please?
Drum roll, please. Yeah. So number 1, our business is to solve problems.
That's right.
Or
Now,
create opportunities.
Yeah. Now, everyone around the world is worried about, they're closing their restaurants and closing that. I get it, but I'm seeing a lot of creativity here in Victoria where existing restaurants have pulled together and they're solving a problem by feeding people. And, that's what they're in. They're not in the business of making hamburgers. They're in the business of solving problems. And right now, instead of the desire of a hamburger, now it's a problem that people need to be fed. So, and that's what we're in business for. People don't call us and say, "Hey, can you make my arm nice and flexible so I can?" That's not what they say. They call with the problem. So we need to be listening for their problem. And John, in this particular tip, I gave a video on words. What words do I need to use, both to describe that and look at this. Then there's a list of words. Can't see them, can't see them. And these list of words, when you use them, it helps increase the amount of bookings that you'll get. So if you're looking to increase people actually booking appointments, you need to understand what the words are that people use. That's in this first class. John, what was the second tip?
Know, like, and trust.
That's right. People got to know you before, what are you doing to get people to know you? Are you doing Facebook Lives? Are you doing presentations? Or what are you doing? I don't know. There's lots of ways, but people got to know you first. No, but very few, probably 2 out of 700 clients came to me because they just discovered me somewhere, like on a website. 2. So the rest had to get to know me. And when they got to know me, they got to like me because they got to see what I was doing. And when people like you, they will what?
Listen to you.
That's right. And then just like you and I are experiencing, people like us and they're trusting us, and you guys are becoming our clients. Why? Because we went through the know, like, and trust. So as a practitioner, what are you doing to satisfy those 3 characteristics? John, what was the third clue last week, or the third tip?
A practitioner's business card.
Yes. So if your business card has the word emotion code in big letters and a celestial sun, that's okay. But not a lot of people will respond to that unless they're into celestial suns and the word. Only emotion code practitioners really know emotion code, the word. So we got to pull back from that. And using the words that we taught in the first module, here's my ideal business card. You can hardly see the word emotion code on it. Why? Because that's not what I'm selling. What am I selling? I'm solving the problems right here. Guess what? You can also model your business card after mine. On tip number 3, John said the practitioner's business card. You can watch that video. Good. Boy, already. Now imagine people, we assigned these 2 last week. Imagine if they watched all the videos and actually start to do some of these things. This is the time to do it. If you're sitting home.
Yep.
Now, John, so let's just say you got it all set up. You got a business card. You're doing stuff to people to get to know you and like you. And you got an appointment here and you got an appointment here. And now you're spending too much time on admin. So even before your practice gets busy, I want you to tell me about tip number 4 and tip number 5 and merge them together, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. So tip number 4 is get online calendar acuity. And we can post links for that as well. So it's online scheduling platform. Really easy. You get it on your website, and you also get PayPal at the same time. So create an account there and they merge. So you link up your PayPal to your calendar. So when someone wants to book with you, they go to the calendar, they set their time zone. They go, yeah, I see you're available at 11 a.m. in my time zone in Europe or Australia or wherever they are. And that links up to you and you're available at, whatever time that is, right? And then let's go, yep, that's the one, links up to PayPal, and they pay. So the practitioner gets paid in advance, and the client, they get to pay as well. They don't have to be like, oh, send me an invoice, and oh, have you sent it yet?
When you think about Acuity and PayPal, listen to the problems they solve.
Yeah.
I'm going to list a bunch of problems.
Yeah.
Do you have challenges trying to figure out time zones between customers and what region they're in? Are you tired of receiving emails back and forth with time zone dates and suggestions? Are you tired of having to explain how to book an appointment every time? Do you despise the part of having to do admin work and prepare an invoice? Do you dislike having to ask for money? Do you dislike when people don't show up because they didn't get a reminder email? That's like 6 problems. And Acuity and PayPal will solve those probably for like $40 a month.
Less than that.
I know, yeah, less than that. I know you can get Acuity for $15. That's you'd pay that for an hour of salary to have somebody say, call somebody, go back and forth with time zones, prepare an invoice, pay the invoice, book the appointment, update your calendar, send them a reminder note, send them a thank you note. And when you got 700 clients, guess what? You won't be doing that. So do it early. And if you're just starting your motion code practice, there's going to be a time when you're going to need, with Dr. Bradley's certification, you're going to need to work on 30 people. That is the time to implement the calendar. $15 a month. Do you know how many time zone questions? And let's say you're a family, and hashtag, I don't recommend working with family or friends until you get good. Because you might not get there. Oh yeah, you tried that voodoo stuff for me. It never worked. I should have got good. Because I shut my 2 sisters up, I'll tell you that. I didn't go to them till I was good. Okay, John, where did we leave off? So that was the top 5.
That's the top 5.
Problems. What are you doing to get people to know you? Does your business card explain what you do, or is it just a fluffy picture? Get an online calendar to save all that admin and let PayPal do all the work and get paid before you have a session. Okay, let's go back out, welcome some people, and then we're going to cover off with our tips, please. Who else?
Absolutely. So let's say thank you, Natasha, for listing the top tips. Thank you, Barbara, for writing out the tips as well.
Okay, Natasha.
And who else is new here? We haven't said hello to. Margaret's here from Michigan.
Hey, Margaret from Michigan.
Oh, Kathy from Denver. Kathy. Yeah, we have...
Norma Zambesco's with us.
Norma's here. Hey, Norma.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay,
so if you're watching live, say hello. Let us know where you're from.
Let us know where you're watching from. We know we have a lot of practitioners watching and modeling after what we're doing. We're flattered about that. Now, I want to make a quick little announcement. Then we're going to give. When you download this, you're going to see this little promotion right here, and I'm going to read what it is. You know, I've been mentoring a number, there's 30 now, but there always hasn't been, for 18 months. So every month I'm doing a free training for those. And in month number 9, I finally decided to share my biggest secret. I worked with them for 9 months and I was holding back. And I thought, you know what? It's time to come out of the 5-minute heart wall closet. And what does that mean? Well, I've devised a process where you can identify emotions 100 times faster. No BS. Actually, the word, and I'm asking my friend that's a math genius to help me figure out the right number, because what does it mean? In other words, if it took you 100 minutes before, you can do it in 1 minute. So, you know, some people, with all due respect, because they don't understand this new technique, might spend an hour doing a heart wall. It's a big job. There's a lot of emotions there. I can do it in 5 minutes, and I can teach you how to do it in 5 minutes. So the name of the course is called How to Identify the Emotions. On here it says 50 times faster, but since then I'm proving that I can do it 100 times faster. I know it sounds crazy. It is, after the coupon, it's $101. I will promise you that you will double your speed, which means you can double your results, which means you can double your salary. Does it mean you can charge much? No. What it means is that you can probably now, not probably, I can do 2 clients in 1 hour. So if you're doing 35 and 40 and 40-minute sessions, because it takes a lot of time to identify emotions, what if you could say, I can do that in 25 minutes and now do 2 people in 1 hour? You just doubled your sales. So download this, make sure you use the coupon to get 22% off. And it's $108. Are you crazy? Am I crazy? Now, I just want to, so people that have been using it, they've been sending me some testimonials, and then we're going to carry on. Here's number 1. Harrietta, she said, Michael's ability to teach us better systems adds value to what he does. When identifying and releasing trapped emotions, the herding technique of need for speed. Everybody's time is valuable. So when you combine time and money, it's a win for everybody. Thank you. John's been saying, not this John, another John, I've been working with the emotion coach since 2007, and I'm always looking for new and better ways to serve my clients. Since learning the 5-minute heart wall and the blank technique, I'm now able to work faster and more efficiently with my clients. I mostly did 1 hour sessions, and now I do more 30 minutes than 1 hour. Therefore, I can help more people. So he's doubled his salary if he's doing that. Okay, John, let's carry on the list. And today's an example about what I'm doing is I'm getting practitioners to know me, not as a practitioner, but as a mentor and how I can help people. So this is my know, like, and trust. So the know is that we're doing this. The like is I'm going to give them free stuff. And the trust might be they might decide they trust me and like me enough that when I say they can do it 100 times faster, that's not BS. They'll just experience it. John, Holly Peters has joined us. She's thanking me for the tips. And Barbara Rowan's doing a great job today, keeping up with our tip list. John,
Good.
Number 6. What is number six, please?
But one in the middle is a little bonus. Number 6 is your number 1 asset, building your database.
That's right. So look around your room and look for your number 1 asset. No, it's not your computer. I know you spent a lot of money on it. It's not even your office furniture. You know what it is? Email addresses. That's right. Imagine if Amazon lost all their email addresses, or Wayfair.com, or these email depend. They're number 1. They have departments dedicated to email management. So one of the things when people join the Mentor Club, that's one of the first things they do is get your emails together, because some of them are on napkins and match cartons, old invoices, yellow stickies. Yeah, right, John?
Yeah.
At first you'd work with somebody and you say, okay, yeah, or you'd meet somebody and all of a sudden it's like, wow, I don't have a handle on that. Hashtag get a handle. Here's just a quick little example. I've had 700 clients. I've had more, but 700 clients on my database. Just pretend if they all spent $100 with me. They won't all, but what if they all booked one session for $100 and I never had to go find anybody new? So yeah, you have to understand your database is your number 1 asset. You need to nurture it. You need to pay attention to it. And you need to have software to do that. You can't do it on your Outlook email. You got to have software. John, what do you use to manage your database?
You know what? It's back to Acuity. Yeah, really, really awesome feature where you can download all your contacts through Acuity into an Excel spreadsheet. You can do that whenever you want. Yeah. And it sets you timelines too. Do you want the last 30 days, 60 days, year, 2, 3, 4, all of them?
Yeah.
It takes like 30 seconds to find.
In my system, I'm using Kajabi, which has its own email manager. Some people are using MailChimp, which is a place where you put all your emails and then you can do newsletters and send it to people.
I do that too. Yeah.
That's what I was fishing for, that you're using MailChimp. But where does MailChimp get the email addresses? Well, you got to give MailChimp, and that's through when people book an appointment through Acuity, you tell Acuity, you can just let MailChimp, add it to MailChimp. And then it brings us to number 7. What's number 7?
Stay in touch emails.
That's right. You have to nurture your database. Relationships need nurturing. If you're my friend, don't call me a year later and ask me what I've been up to, because that doesn't fly with me. So you need to nurture your database. And it doesn't mean offering them sale items. Amazon doesn't really touch base with us to be friends or to be nice. They're selling stuff in every email. So, we don't really want to do that. We don't like when people do that to us. So, we got to give them gifts and videos and just to say, just kind of knocking on their door. Hey, it's me. Haven't heard you from a month.
Right.
Okay, so have a database to manage your email addresses. Make sure you're updating it monthly. Find a way to touch base with your clients, maybe once a month, once a year, once a week, once a month, whatever. Just nurture that database, right? Remember, it's easier to get money from existing clients than new ones. Barbara Rowan, can you write that down for me? It's easier to get money from existing clients than new ones. So now we're staying in touch and people like us and we're helpful in the full. And now we have a meeting with our client and the meeting's almost done. Got a couple minutes left. Now, John, remember the days of going to restaurants and You know, you go to a Chinese restaurant, they always bring you that little fortune cookie. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I go to my favorite Indian restaurant, they always bring me a little bowl of rose water rice, and it's always on the house, and it costs like 2 cents. But do I ever make a big deal about it? No,
Yeah.
I make a big deal about it. I love it. I love that little fortune cookie gift. Now, the fortune cookie doesn't have to be a fortune cookie. It just needs to be something that's quick and it's easy to give away and they remember us. So, John, the fortune cookie is a little gift that we give our client at the end of the session. There's a couple criteria for this gift. Ideally, it would be something that's quick and easy for us to do because we only have 2 minutes. So this is not a full session. This is hopefully it's one emotion, delete it, right?
Right.
So we want it to be something quick and we want it to be kind of outside of what we're working with them. In other words, because you and I have one of these, you and I have a menu, you know, sometimes people hire us for this or this. We kind of want to know that we've got other things on the menu, right? So the Indian restaurant, I never knew they had coconut rice or rose water rice. Now I do, right? It's like, oh, okay, thanks. It was like a tablespoon, and honest to God, I went on with it for about a month. So at the end, we just want to give them something that we know that's quick. What are some examples, John, of usually quick emotion code sessions, massive results that they'll remember us for giving them that? What would it be?
Fan favorite would be to reduce like a food craving, or
That's right.
Yeah, reduce or eliminate that someone's ice cream addiction.
Yeah. You know, the last time that I did that, and I was working, I'm working with business people in their business and so on. It's all businesses and sales and blocks and beliefs and all that stuff. And at the end, I said, you know what? And you'll hear how totally off it was, but this person didn't know I did that. So I said, hey, you know what? We got a couple of minutes before we go. Do you have any food or drink item that you'd like to eliminate forever? And he goes, food or drink item? He said, really? And I said, yeah. He said, peanuts. He said, I buy them in the shell, and you know, we've had shelled peanuts before. He said, there's shells they're in my car, they're in my driveway. Because I am so addicted to peanuts, shelled peanuts, and they're messy, you know, shelled peanuts.
Oh yeah.
You know, so guess what? I get rid of his shelled peanuts in probably 2 emotions and under 1 minute. And honest to God, every time he connects with me, he goes on and on about those shelled peanuts.
Yeah.
So again, practitioners. Oh, there's another quickie there, John. If you look on the form, you know, we love the food and drink because it's usually fast, very specific. It's not like, can you get rid of sugar? No, I can get rid of that chocolate bar, that bag of chips, Coke or Pepsi, you know, or any soda pop. One of my favorites, John, is, or what else do you see on the list? There are a couple other quick ones that we can help people with as a fortune cookie. What are they?
Let's see, what do we have here? Oh yeah, seasonal allergies. What is going on this time of year? People with seasonal allergies are not liking life right now.
Well, that's next week's topic, by the way. Yeah, we've had it on the back burner for about 4 weeks.
Yeah, we have now.
COVID-19 came up and we took shift, and I already had the schedule because you were supposed to be in Mexico. So it's like, yeah, you know what? All the times we saying we're doing seasonal allergies next week, hashtag it's really next week. And you're going to see how fast that we can help people's blocked air passageways from their lungs out through their nose. And you're going to be really surprised what the real cause of seasonal allergies is. Hashtag it's not the pollen. Okay, John. So yes, so practitioner, find a gift to give away so people know something else that you work on. Number 9, this was a big one for me. And, you know, when I was start in business, John had already been in business. And my goal was that people hire me once, you know, and I didn't say that. I just said, oh, you know what? I'm just looking for one-time appointments. And John said, no, you're going to want to meet them more than once. And I said, but I can fix it once. Well, I can fix one thing once, but I got a lot of stuff. So now when somebody hires me the first time, I'm holding the intention that they're going to hire me multiple times, not for the same reason, just multiple times. And I tell them, even if they had 1 hour at the end, I'll say, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to observe all the changes over the next few days. And after you get extraordinary holy S-balls results from me, then I want you to build a list of some other things that we can work on in the future. Period. I'm honest. You have to get super honestly, like really knock your socks off results, and then we can work more together. And I'm so confident of my holy S-ball results that I can say that. So John said, you taught me that. It was like, you can correct stuff in 25 minutes, but there's other things, and then we start building the menu, and it's like, whew, there's dessert on there, there's appetizers, there's drinks, there's everything on that menu.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's just easier for everyone, right? Easier, obviously, for the practitioner. I mean, if you have like one and done clients as a practitioner, it's just exhausting and you won't have a successful business, right? Yeah. And for the client as well, so on the receiving end, multiple appointments, you just get better and better and better. You work on different things in life, right? So you come for the neck pain or seasonal allergies, and you're just like, yeah, so I have this reoccurring pattern with relationships. Yeah, you want to do that. And, it takes a few sessions to, clear all your mommy and daddy stuff, right?
It's funny because nobody can say anything around with me without me writing it down. Even if they're just having a chat and I say, okay, I just heard 6 things we can work on. It's like, really? I didn't get, oh, you did. So John, the last thing that I want everybody to really get it and understand is just the importance of your database. And it's easier, just like your grocery store or wherever you're shopping at. It's easier for that grocery store to attract your business once you become their customer or client than going somewhere new, or maybe a new hairstylist or a barber or whatever. So that's the know, like, and trust does that. So number 10, just get it that you need to nurture your database because it's easier to get appointments from existing clients than new ones. Not that it can't be done, but you want to nurture that. Mm-hmm. So John, here's what I want people to do watching. I'd like to hear from as many people as we can today. We have 20 people watching, and there's going to be a lot of people watching after. Tell me the top 2 favorite things. You can just give the numbers or what they are. What was your top 2 favorite things of the top 10 list? And we're going to go ahead and ask you to start giving us that. Hey, John, that could have been a good a poll question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we want to use polls, but we don't know how. And my hunch is I'll remember the poll idea when I need one, not before. Okay.
Yeah, so just in the comments, what's your favorite, your number one, maybe, something you learned, or maybe something you want to work on, and you're going to get done for next week. Come back next week and tell us.
Yeah, I'm sure 2 or 3 of those things. Now the database one, it was about 3 Christmases ago, between like the 21st and the 31st. I worked on my database, and I had them everywhere. I had some in PayPal, and some in Stripe, and some in Acuity, and some on napkins, and some on old files. And it was a big task. But when I pulled them together, I said, wow, I have a lot of clients. And now I'm nurturing that database. So again, we're wrapping up today. We'd like to hear from you. You can leave a comment even after we're done here today about what your favorite tip was. And be sure to download this list. And if you spend any money on your practice to build your business, this $100 course right here will change everything. I promise that. Okay, John, I think that's going to be it for today. We were longer than normal because of our technical stuff, what we got here. So Paul Brent, here, let's read a couple of things. Barbara Rowan, Acuity, PayPal. Listen, we could do a whole hour on those 2 and how they're our best friends. We didn't even talk about the auto emails and the auto email follow-ups that Acuity can do. We love that. Thank you, Barbara. And Jennifer says we're going to figure out the polls. What else do you see there, John?
Renee's here, says, hi, Michael John. Nice to see you here.
Hey, Renee Bastrash, good morning. Paul Brent likes number 4 and 9, the online calendar, and hold the intention to attract multiple appointments. Good stuff.
Yeah. Jennifer uses a different program, more for MLMs, for a database. Yeah. Barbara says, I didn't think there was a computer program called Napkins.
Napkins, Yeah. At one time, we would have said match cartons or back of a cigarette package. Hey, did I ever tell you the time? I might have told it on the Law of Attraction show. One time I'm in a restaurant in Victoria, and this guy comes in, well, this guy was sitting down, and we looked at each other, and, people know me sometimes, so I don't have I don't mind when that happens. So this guy came over to me and he said, "Are you Michael Loche?" You know, I don't know how, and I say yes because they probably see me somewhere. I said, "Yes." He goes, "Oh my God." And he opened up his wallet and he took a little piece of paper out, and it was all folded like this. And it was the top of a cigarette package. And 15 years ago, I wrote something on a cigarette package, and he kept it forever. And you know what it said? People will treat you the way you allow them to.
Mm.
And that stunned him when I said that.
Ouch.
And he carried it in his wallet for 15 years.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Write that down.
Anything. I don't, I hardly remember that event, but I like that I helped him out.
Yeah.
Casey Rose is saying, using tools to manage email and payment and time. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. So nice. I actually went back and forth.
I have a client on the top of the hour.
Okay, we got to get going here. Yeah. Natasha likes 2 and 6. Permelia likes 1 and 7. Yeah.
Yeah, Mona's going to watch the beginning. She's just getting it with this now. Okay, Kathy Basil. Hey, Kathy, John had that experience today when we got to Zoom. He needed a password. I changed a function on inside of Zoom. So if you want to test the link, Kathy, to see if it still needs a password, I'm hoping not, because that could be a little bit not challenge, just extra work because I have so many meetings on my Zoom. But Kathy, if you wouldn't mind testing that link again. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. No, I don't recommend blue jeans. Avoid blue jeans. Hashtag avoid blue jeans.
Whoa.
Yes. Statement. They have horrible accounting practices. Premier likes number 1 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, everybody. I have a client coming in. I have to make sure that he or she doesn't need a password. And if they do, I got to handle that. So.
Okay.
Okay, John, thanks for showing out. And John, reminder, friends, what we're doing next week, please.
Seasonal allergies. If there wasn't enough worry about coughing, sneezing already. Pollen has entered the room. No, it's not pollen. Seasonal allergies has entered the room.
Pollen triggered it. So indirectly, it's related to the pollen, but it's not really the pollen in your nose.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next week live here on the Emotion Code Bro Show.
Cheers. Have a great week, everyone.